And we are live, Nat.
Good.
Hello.
Glad to hear it. Hello.
Hello, how's it going? We've got a mic now. We're not actually using the mic at the moment.
No.
We're still using this cable attached to my phone. And it might be the cable that works, It might be the phone. We're not entirely sure. We keep blowing at the phone.
Yeah.
And that's our sound test. I'm like, yeah, it works.
Yeah, it seems to be working.
Yeah.
It's not out of laziness that we're not using this mic. It hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
It's en route.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to just hear the smooth, low sounds of our voices.
Oh, yeah. Going to get all the bassiness.
Yeah,
Bass.
Yeah, I'd like that. I'd like a crispy bassness to our podcasts. Yeah,
yeah, nice.
I was listening to a podcast today called Girl Talk.
Okay.
It was on like men in relationships and dating. These women just talked about it, and they had a nice crispness to them. I'm like, damn, I want that.
They were crispy.
Yeah,
some crispy
women. Ladies.
We like crispy ladies.
Yeah, love the crispy ladies. But anyway, I haven't even introduced this yet. We're riffing again, aren't we?
We're Lee and Matt, and we like crispy ladies.
We like crispy ladies and microphones with the bass.
Yes.
But yes, this is Tangentlemen Drinking and Thinking, where two individuals who used to be caffeinated are now drinking, and we tangent off on a question that we start with.
Indeed.
I'm Lee.
I'm Matt.
And today we're off the whiskey for a while, even though Matt's still got a shit ton at his house from being in the Flirty 30 Club. Are you sure you're not going to join Dirty Dirty?
Well,
we had a wicked cool orgy the other day.
Oh, really?
Everyone was wearing hats.
Hats.
I've got a bit of semen on me, and then I've got the semen on the other person as like a retaliation. It was good fun. Yeah, fun was had by all. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not tears like last time when you didn't turn up.
Okay, well.
Dr. Carruthers beside himself.
Well, he got over it quickly, didn't he?
He did. He was like, do you know what? Don't need him. Let's have an orgy. Let's have a hat orgy. I was like, all right.
Oh, okay.
What did you do at your meeting?
Oh, well, just flirted with each other.
Such a square.
So we did. We flirted lots.
Yeah. What was your best line?
Meeting.
What was your best line?
It was... Well, never mind that. Let's go on to what we're doing now.
But yeah, we're drinking and thinking, I'm Lee, I'm Matt. I'm not Matt. I'm drinking Bournemouth. We're drinking Bournemouth today. Crushed red berries and lime.
Indeed.
Very tasty. This is number 17. A bespoke recipe.
I
mean, aren't all recipes bespoke? Quite if you create them. Because I mean, these are going to be the same. These are going to be the same.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a different bespoke bottle to that. It's going to use the same stuff, but it is tasty. Cheers.
It's very tasty. Cheers. Yeah, hang on.
You almost missed it there, Matt. You almost didn't look me in the eyes.
Well, I looked you in the eyes, but I didn't drink, which was, I don't know what that means.
Maybe it sort of cuts your time in half.
Well, we'll see, won't we?
Who knows?
We'll find out.
4 years, that'd be a long time, isn't it? The bad sex, wasn't it? They told us?
It was, 7 years.
7 years.
7 years bad sex.
Yeah, not even bad luck. Just like a very specific act.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be enjoyable.
You
know?
Yeah.
Anyway, what the bloody hell are we talking about? We're talking about crispy ladies and sex.
Well, yeah, that's...
Is that the question?
Yeah.
Do you like crispy ladies? Yes, I do, Matt.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. Well, this question was... Well, it came about during the morality one. It was a slip of the tongue.
Oh, yeah.
But then it turned out like, that's actually quite a good question either way. And it is a double header.
Again.
Yeah.
Going for the double headers.
Indeed.
Lol.
Maybe I am dirty. Who knows?
Saucy.
It was, can we save everyone? / can we save anyone? Now, those are two... They're almost like optimistic and pessimistic. Yeah. Can we save everyone? Can we save anyone?
Yeah. Double no.
Double no.
Double no.
Ooh,
just off the cuff is a double no. I think we need to dig into that question more, don't we?
Oh, well, see you later, guys. We just answered that.
We're going to go back to our crispy ladies and our bespoke boomers.
So tell me more about these cum hats.
If we had sort of a weird jingle. Well, it's my fault that our edit quality, production quality is bad because I can't be asked to do it.
We're coming to edit.
Yeah, just edit at all. I'm hoping that Anchor just has a thing where I can drop in a start and an end.
Okay.
Once we get to that, once we got to 10, we're going to go into season 3.
Okay.
And that's when we're going to drop anchor.
Oh, drop anchor.
I've said that to everyone, so now all of you guys know. I think we're on 8 at the moment.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I think we're almost there.
So is this season 2 or is this like season 1.5?
Well, 1.5 was our brief...
Maybe Camel Moon.
Yeah, or maybe Camel Moon. So that we had a mini series, 1.5.
Okay, right.
And that was those 3. And so this is season 2.
Okay.
So we might have a 2.5.
We might.
When we're fucking around with the mic and anchor. And then once we're like good and ready, we'll be like season 3.
Yeah, those might be the actual Camel Moon ones.
Yeah.
In season 2.5.
Yeah.
Where we've got a mic and we're like, we sound good finally.
Mm.
And that would mean that we are saving. Well, I don't know if we're saving it, but we're significantly improving the podcast.
I think so. It'd be crispy. It'd be bassier.
Yeah, crispier, bassier.
And it would be in many places. On
more platforms. Mm. And on Camel Moon, which you should go to because it's great.
Really good. They've got a new... They're transitioning, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Not like genderly.
Yeah, Will's becoming a woman. Yeah,
yeah. He's just chopped it. He chopped it off live on air. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
No, but they're transitioning, aren't they? With a new person.
Ah.
Yeah, there's a new dude involved.
Who's the new dude? I'm not. I've heard whispers, but I've not heard much more.
It was on their Facebook the other day. He's a cool guy. Got a lot to say. He's clever. I like it.
Okay.
I just can't remember your name, buddy.
Oh, no, you can say if it's someone I've met.
It
could be someone I've met.
There are 2 Camel Moon pages. I want to go on the other Camel Moon page in a second.
Okay.
Those are fucking lit.
They are. They're very nice.
I'm just gonna share this. And Will, if you're listening, I hope these are your crepes.
Are you?
They're fucking jazzy as shit.
Will, are you now making shoes as well as doing all the other stuff you're doing?
All the other incredible things that you do.
So I'm decided to become a cobbler.
Because
I'm just going to do that.
Those are fucking lit.
They are very nice.
I love those. But this is Camel Moon Studios at camelmoonstudios.com.
Yeah.
Well, not .com, just that. Just look at
Shout out.
And go on their thing.
Did you see that video?
Well, that's what I'm trying to find.
Oh, no, scroll up that video.
I did not see Comics Gate Crash Grab, but if it was Space Ghost. No.
Yeah.
I've read that fucking horribly. This dude.
Oh, is that?
Aaron Varghese.
Ah, okay.
Do you know this man?
I think I may have heard his voice before.
He's got a good bass voice.
Very good.
Very, very bassy, very crispy. Yeah.
Nice. I thought, looking at him, I thought it was someone else because of the beard. Someone I may have met, but it's not. Okay. Yeah, I've heard his voice before, I think.
Yeah. Transitioning from this guy, another cool dude, to
from Ian,
the other guy.
To
this guy. I don't know if he might be on me in there as well.
I think I may have met him actually. It was so much. I haven't been to Austin in like 4 years.
Well, we've got to change that, haven't we? We've been looking, haven't we?
We have
been peeking and going, could we go back?
Yeah.
So I'd love to go back. I'd love to go back when it's not raining. So I was there for 10 days. And it rained so much that the dam burst and no one could drink the water. It was like chaos. Everyone was buying up like bottled water. Starbucks wasn't fucking open. Jeez. Everyone was going nuts.
Starbucks wasn't open?
Yeah, Starbucks was open for like cookies and shit. Like they could not serve people.
Oh.
It was chaos.
Oh.
And I drank the water first thing in the morning. And everyone downstairs and like, don't drink the water today, buddy. And I'm like, I'm hungover. I've fucking already drunk a pint of it. So am I going to poo my pants? Answer, no.
Answer, yes, and violently.
Yes, all the time.
So what time of year did you go?
I was there in October.
See, I was there in January and February, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you would think it would be awful because I went from Wuhan, where the coronavirus is now, but I went from there where it was snowing.
Coronas today.
Well,
fucking idiot.
Well,
perhaps next week. It's not going to go away anytime soon. It's going to be like swine flu, isn't it? Where we're like,
maybe
we're going to die, and then we,
like Ebola.
Yeah, and we don't.
Like SARS.
We're just like all of them.
Like chicken flu.
Yeah.
Was it chicken flu?
Avian
Bird
flu.
flu.
Avian flu.
Chicken flu.
Yeah.
But yeah.
H1N1. That was it, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
flu. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I flew from Wuhan where it was snowing, thinking, hey man, it's going to be kind of cold in Austin, and it was like not a cloud in the sky. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too hot because it was technically winter.
Yeah, you had a real nice time there.
I had a brilliant time in Austin.
If you ever get the chance to go to Austin, please go to Austin. And stay in the dirty Sixth. So there's 6th Street, which runs through Austin, and you've got Lower Sixth, which is like janky as hell. Like, I walked through there to a bar, and it was sketchy as fuck.
Lower Sixth.
Upper Sixth is where all the business is, like the business district.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you turn out of the Firehouse, which is where we both stayed, fantastic hostel. Shout out to the Firehouse. Please let me stay there again for free because I'm shouting you out. If you turn right when you go onto 6th Street, Upper Sixth is that way, and that's where it is the business district.
Okay, yeah.
Lower Sixth is the other way.
Oh, that's where I was all the time.
Yeah. Just go to the sketchiest part, but stay in Dirty Six. So Dirty Six.
Lots of good gigs down there.
It's like this tiny area in the middle where all the homeless people hang out, and it's sketchy as fuck, but like a good sketchy. I didn't feel worried there.
I know, like they're fine. They just need help, but they're fine.
I was there. I remember I was standing outside and I was having a cigarette. The guy comes up to me and he goes, "Hey man, can I like get a buck off you like this and that?" He gave me like his story, and I was like, "Sorry man, I left all my money upstairs, but I'll give you a cigarette if you want, and like you can like hang here and we'll chat." So we're having a cigarette, and like halfway down, he's like, "Man, I feel really bad. I've got to tell you something." I was like, "What's that?" I was like, the story that I told you was untrue. I was gonna buy drugs. I was like,
bless him.
"That's okay, man. I still don't have any money, but I appreciate your honesty." And then we continued speaking, and then he wandered off. And we had a nice little interaction, and off he popped to try and find his drug money.
Find some more drug money.
From the tourists. But I really liked it. He got like halfway down, and obviously we're having this really amicable conversation. It's like, dude, I've got to be up front with you now. I lied to you, and it doesn't sit well with me. I've got to live up to my integrity and tell you that I was just trying to buy some crack.
Oh, damn. Well, before we tangent away, let's stay on that.
Could I have saved him?
Could you have saved him?
Can we save anyone? Can we save people like that? I mean, in that respect, no, unless someone wants to be helped.
Yeah, sure.
You can't, like, if I was, like, so when I did, like, my life coaching training, like, basically the exact same thing happened, like, with my mentor. Like, so he had, like, a whole history of that. But then he went back to Edinburgh where he lived. He travelled the world and then went back to Edinburgh and, like, befriended this homeless guy and tried to basically coach him out of homelessness for 9 months.
Okay.
Like, set him up in his house, always, like, fed him and coached him, like, as much as he could.
Okay.
Nothing changed in those 9 months because this dude didn't want to be helped, really. Like, that was not his priority at that point to be coached out. He just would rather do the things that he was doing.
Get some crack.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So he tried for 9 months. And because this guy didn't want to be helped, nothing changed.
So wait, you say he put this guy up in his house?
I think so, or like at certain times. Tried to find him like halfway houses and things like that. He kind of acted as like this homeless guy's agent.
Okay.
Like his life agent.
Yeah.
Like, let's get you set up here, and then he'd feed him when they'd have dinner together, like he'd clothe him and like things like that. Just trying to get him back to a in quotes normal, area of living where he, is a bit more presentable.
Yeah.
In quotes, normal.
At least like employable.
Yeah, employable
in a healthier state of mind.
Yeah, and nothing changed.
Okay.
Not to say that everyone in that situation would not have changed with those 9 months help.
Sure.
But the change would be, I don't want to fucking be like this anymore. I want to, move back into my house.
See, that's the thing about that. Like, I'm not surprised in a way, because not knowing any more details than that, it seems like what was missing was this person's agency to do something.
Yeah.
It seemed like getting handed stuff. I mean, like, getting handed stuff is maybe not the way to to do it.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this, actually. This is a thought I've had, seeing...
Careful. It's dangerous.
I know. Don't want to be thinking. But, like, seeing, like, the homeless people... Because there's more homeless people around here than there used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, where we live, it has progressively got worse year on year.
Yeah. No, it spiked. And I was just... Like, I noticed while I was doing... while I was working at the... Not working, but, like, while I was getting my shelter, that there were just more homeless people around. I'm like... I've either never noticed before, and my perceptions have maybe changed, or there are more. It's more noticeable now.
So interesting here. So I did. Did I ever tell you that I went for the winter night shelter here?
No.
Okay, so in the city where we live, we have a charity called the Winter Night Shelter. So when it gets fucking cold, they open up like churches and like sports halls and things like that, and put in as many beds as they can so they can get homeless people off the street and so they don't fucking freeze. Yeah, you know. Someone told me about it at work. This was before I left. It was the winter before I left, so 2018 that I worked with them. I was like, fuck, that sounds sweet. And I've sort of homelessness, like Derby had a huge homeless problem as well. I got mugged by a homeless guy. Well, you know the story.
Yeah, I know the story.
And probably everyone does because I always fucking tell the story. Anyway, so it's always been sort of a thing that's been close to my heart. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fucking go help them. So we did this training, and like they had to go and sign up at like a bus station. You remember where the old bus station was, just across the train station? Yes. So that's like now like a multi-purpose area, and the Winter Night Shelter runs an office there. So they've got to check in, and then they'll get bussed to a place which is near for them, and then they can help them get work. And it's really cool charity. Okay. So I helped out there because there's the church near us, just over Buckingham Road near the school near Chestnuts. Yes. Yeah. Yes. They do it there. I think St Mary's or something like that. Okay. So they did it there. So I drive down there, help them out till like 11, go home, and they do it on a Monday, and then there'd be different places they could go. And I was like the smoking warden. So like you have dinner with them and stuff, but I was the only one who smoked there. So I was like, well, I'll go outside for a smoke with them because they could only do it at certain times because of addiction and things like that. And
makes sense. Yeah.
So I was just chatting to them. Before this, in the training that we had, there were a lot of career homeless people here in quotation marks. Okay. So all of the people at the train station are not homeless. Oh. They are not homeless. Okay. They know this for a fact that they just make money off people, and career homelessness is a real thing that people do. I don't know how they make money, because obviously
off people.
Yeah, but enough to live. I don't know how it works, but people do it, and obviously there must be a revenue stream in there that allows them to live.
So are these buskers, or are they just like?
No. They pretend that like they're homeless and take people's money. Oh. And they're not actually homeless and live somewhere. So
con artists, basically.
Yeah, they are hucksters, Matt. Oh. So there's a high number of career homeless people in Milton Keynes, but there has been a spike in the amount of people that are homeless as well. Yeah. So that may skew our image of it to start with. But being the smoking warden, I'd have a chat with the people. I remember speaking to this guy who had a caravan, but he would rent it out to like builders and scaffolders who would like coming down, so he'd rent it out to them so they could sleep there, and then he'd sleep on the street. So he'd make money off selling, a roof over his head. Yeah. To go live on the street, and like he had bed sores from living on the street, and he had to go to like the doctors and like getting like septic and stuff like that. I'm like, why don't you maybe use the caravan? So no, I make money out of that. I'm like, your leg might fall off.
Jesus,
your leg might fall off. Oh. And then I was speaking to another guy, and he was really interesting. So he's like homeless by choice. Like he just like went off grid. Okay. He's like, I just can't deal with civilization and society. So he like lives in like these woods now. Oh right, he's like a wild man. Yeah, like in a tent, but then the tent doesn't really like. He would prefer to have like
a roof,
the winter roof.
Yeah,
but otherwise he's out of society completely. So that was really interesting. Oh. And I don't imagine you would see him on your walk from the train station to the city, which is where we see them, don't we?
No, I mean, I imagine he's in some woods.
He's just there, killing rabbits with his bare hands.
With his bow and arrow, with a sling.
Yeah.
that he fashioned from
Yeah. Like-
shoelaces and
think Robin Williams after he just jumps out of Jumanji, you know, like that.
yeah,
Wild
okay.
man. So there was
Really?
all these different stories, and like some people were just like got fucking beset by hard times.
Yeah.
But some of them were doing it by choice, or at least they said they were, and I'm not
Yeah.
going to call them liars, you know. But yeah, there is definitely an increase here, isn't there? But it was very interesting to sort of speak to them and be like, "So, what's your story? What's going on?" You know?
Yeah. Well, my thought was that it would be my thought regarding the homeless crisis was, wouldn't it be an interesting thing to do to gather up these homeless people, get some land, and like start building like a town?
Yeah, like a commune kind of shared
Kind
thing.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, obviously this would require people to be able to, or tradesmen,
tradesmen or teachers of tradesmen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I imagine that there would be at least some people who have some knowledge of trade, and they're just falling on hard times.
A lot of the guys were working as well in this winter night shelter,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like they'd have somewhere for their post to go and things like that. Because that's a big issue. Like if you don't have an address to send post to, you're fucked. Well, absolutely fucked. Like no one takes you seriously, and you know are effectively not a human being if you don't have an address.
Yeah.
But a lot of them were going to work the next day, and they had all their kit there. So yeah, there was a lot of like labourers and like chippies and stuff like that who were falling on hard times and things like that.
Well, that was my thought. Like, so these people could. I mean, you can obviously, like, for people who maybe don't have the skills, bring in someone to train them, or have some of the other people train. So we can get build sort of a village/township of some kind.
Yeah.
So they've built this stuff.
Do we fuck the wives after the village is built?
Oh, this isn't a cult.
Oh, fuck. I thought we was going to, like,
not a cult.
I thought we was going to low-key build a cult, Matt.
Oh, no.
We're going to actually be genuinely altruistic.
If it became a cult, it would be accidental.
Yeah, it would be none of our doing. If there was a cult in Milton Keynes, it wasn't me and Matt. We didn't do it. We didn't do it.
It would be accidental. Actually, I could see how it could become a cult, but it would be accidental if it did.
Yeah, and none of our doing.
Right.
It's Dr. Carruthers.
Dr. Carruthers, yeah.
Saucy man.
Well, obviously, then we'd need like some kind of big hall for the orgies.
Of course. Yeah.
Right. But like have people like building accommodation and like shops and that, like just have people building stuff, and then you can live in them.
Yeah.
When you're done.
Yeah.
And then you've set up trades so where you can have a business, and so you have a home, you have a business. You don't have you're productive. You don't have the well, there wouldn't be any drugs, obviously, or booze.
Yeah.
It'd be like teetotal.
Yeah.
Productivity. You live in new. And I was thinking, well, that could be kind of a good idea.
Yeah.
Like something to at least attempt to see how it went.
So why has it not been done? This is the question, isn't it?
I think there's hurdles in the way.
It's not going to be easy, is it?
No. Well,
but it's not going to be impossible.
It's certainly not.
In the same vein.
Yeah, I mean, you'd need land first of all, and getting land here is a pain in the fucking ass because you've got to go through because all the land is owned by somebody, so you've got to go through the landowner, and you've got to go through the council to have permission to build on the land that you own.
Land barons and councils.
Yeah, man.
This is why he went into the forest, I'm sure. This is why Wild Man Morris went into the fucking... He's like, I can't make my commune. Fuck this shit. I'm going into the woods.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, like, there is... Society has a lot of minutiae that stop you doing certain things.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, there's that. And then there'd be people's willingness to come. Because think about it, like, people...
It's a big ask, isn't it?
It's a big ask, for one. They've probably been taken for a ride before. Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, do you want to come build a house and I'll let you live in it? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You sound like a huckster.
Yeah. You sound like you're selling me into... Particularly, like, you would never get any woman with sense.
No.
They'd be like, oh, you want me to come with you
Yeah.
to this isolated location
This
to
big
build a
field.
house?
This big field in the middle of nowhere. You want to take me there so we
Yeah.
can build a house? You're going to fuck me, aren't you? You're going to
Yeah.
rape me.
You're
Is
gonna.
the thought process.
You want me to? Yeah, you want me to get in a vehicle with you and go into the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Like no one would do that.
See you later, Sonny. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's an issue, obviously. But I mean, so there are hurdles in the way, and it probably would require a lot of cash for not much.
For no return.
Yeah, it would literally be
For no monetary return.
Exactly. Yeah.
The karmic return would be unbelievable. You'd feel so good.
Oh yeah. What if it worked? Yes.
Yeah. You would feel you'd be on top of the world, but no monetary return.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you became the land baron and then you became the government in the end. You're like, no, I've been corrupted. Sort of
That's
thing.
a possibility.
Yeah.
As well.
No, I'm just taking all these people's money and I'm the council. No.
Sort of thing. Yeah. You're asking people for planning permission.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Why? I'm the bureaucrat
thing I
now.
hate the most.
I'm the bureaucrat.
Yeah.
So two reasons we can't help people right off the bat: bureaucracy and their own personal agency.
Sure.
I mean, agency is a big one for us, isn't it? I can't remember how many times I've said personal responsibility on this fucking podcast.
At least once a podcast.
Yeah. So, can we help anyone? Agency? No. Everyone.
Everyone, absolutely not.
No. Because this was another interesting thing as well. So, my ex used to work in the charity sector, and does still work in the charity sector, and they would give grants out. She was in like a grant-making foundation, and people would apply, like charities would apply for money to do things. And part of the grant application process would be to say how many people this would impact. Now, do you know how many people live in our city?
Roughly 300,000.
It's 256,000.
Okay.
And I know that because so many of the planning applications said that it would impact 256,000 people. No, Maureen, your bake sale will not impact 256,000 people. It has the potential to, perhaps, but it will not impact.
She'd have to be
256. She'd have to be
a very good baker,
and she'd be having to bake a lot of fucking cakes.
Yeah.
So we had this conversation one day. It's like, how could you actually? Let's scale down everybody.
Okay.
How can you help everyone in a town? So I was thinking, how do you impact 256,000 people? How do you even impact 100,000 people? And there's very few ways that you can do it.
So help is different to save.
Oh yeah.
So that's more. Well, I mean, no, it's still valid though, like because it's because we can get into that in a moment, but like help. I mean, it's easy to help someone, or it's easy to think you're helping someone, I guess.
But actually, we were
helping everyone.
We were puzzling through it to help out everyone in the city that we live in.
Yeah.
And there's only a few ways that you can do it. Like you put a load of money into paying people's water rates or power and things like that. But then even then, you're not helping the homeless people. You're not helping necessarily, people that only live there a certain amount of time, or have renewable energy or something like that, or have their own water source.
Yeah.
So it's very hard to help everyone.
Yeah.
And meaningfully help everyone. You could give everyone £1, but is that going to help everyone? It's going to help some people. That pound is going to help some people, but if I'm earning, doesn't even have to be an amazing wage. If I'm earning 30 grand a year, a pound can be like, oh, this is nice. Doesn't really help me.
Yeah.
Buy a can of Coke or something,
Do you know who Andrew Yang is?
Andrew Yang is running for office or presidency in 2020.
Correct. He's running for
Fan-fucking-tastic. The only reason I know
this, win, but
the only reason I know this is because one of my Facebook friends is a big fan of him, so I occasionally see Andrew Yang for 2020.
Okay, so Andrew Yang, one of his main policies, one of the main things he wants to do is give everybody in the US $1,000 a month, I want to say.
So we're going low key universal income.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think, but it's eliminating some stuff. I think he's trying to eliminate
Like benefits and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he's
welfare
trying to
state.
get rid of a lot of the benefits, but just change that so everyone gets an extra grand a month.
Mhm.
So, on the face of it, that's like, okay. And now his theory about this...
I like this guy. I like his face.
Yeah, no, he's...
Kind face.
I'll be honest, of all the people running for, like, the Democratic leadership...
Yeah.
I mean, it's a low bar, because a lot of them are fucking mental.
Okay.
But he's alright.
Okay.
He's an honest dude.
Gonna play a game for you now.
Alright.
Yang, Trump, Sanders, fuck, marry, kill. Go.
Oh, God. Yang, Trump, Sanders?
It's the only three names I know.
You could have...
Hang on. Is Ocasio-Cortez still running?
She's not running for it.
Damn it.
No, she's in the House of
I was
Representatives.
going to put her in instead of Sanders.
She's in the House of Representatives, but
Yeah.
oh man, if you oh Jesus,
No.
that would make it actually easier if you put her in it. Bernie's gonna fucking die anyway soon. He had a heart attack last year. Yeah, they don't want you to know that. So
I had a very surprised face on there. I realised we're not on video at all. But it was a shocked face.
yeah. Well, I think it was like a minor heart attack still. So him, Trump, or
Bernie.
Bernie.
Fuck, marry,
Well,
kill.
you know how I feel about socialism. So I'm tempted to kill Bernie.
Killing socialism. Can't believe you.
Well, I mean...
Socialism is different from communism, Matt.
A socialist... Well, killing Bernie... Man, it's... I don't like Bernie.
Don't try and tell me it's a mercy killing either because he's so old.
He's going to fucking die anyway soon. And he is a millionaire.
Okay, no, I'll let you kill Sanders. Now you got to fuck or marry Trump. And Yang, of course.
Oh,
What are you gonna do, man?
It's a tough call. I think I could I live with Trump?
It doesn't look like Melania can, so
I don't. It's a tough call.
well, who do you reckon is going to be the better lover, perhaps?
Out of Andrew Yang and Donald Trump.
I think Mr. Yang, he's going to be a kinder and a more. Well, he's going to, he's younger. So.
Well, he's younger. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And an extra grand a month.
Yeah.
That's not going to depend on me marrying him though, or fucking him actually.
No.
The only thing is I can't kill him.
Yeah.
Because then he doesn't get to enact that law.
I mean, you can't.
Not that he's going to get to enact it anyway, because he'll never win.
Yeah.
Because he's too sane. I don't know. Andrew Yang. Oh, he does seem like he knows his shit. I'll probably marry him.
Yeah. And you're going to fuck Trump.
Yeah. Sure.
Heard it here first. That's gonna fuck Donald Trump.
Sure.
2020.
Yeah. And on that note, I slip into the dirty 30s.
Welcome. Here's your card. I knew I'd get him.
Yeah.
So he wants to enact some kind of low-key, like universal income, but kind of like a universal almost kickback. Because universal income is higher, generally, isn't it? When you look at the Nordic states which have enacted it, you're looking at about, it's like minimum wage, or like 10 grand, I think, over the year, or something like that. And then
something like that. I don't know.
Let's have a little look.
Let's
have a little look. I'll stop sharing and I'll have a look. Anyway, tell me more about this Yang character.
Well, it's just that he wants to give everyone a grand a month. Now, how much is that going to help people?
And how much is that? Is it like 5 billion?
Oh man,
they're like $500 million there. So
that's a grand a month.
Oh, that's like
a grand a month over a year. So per year, that's
100 million times 1,000. 500 billion pounds to do that a year.
Based on
the population.
That's per month.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, so we're looking at trillions
times 12. 6e to the 12. He's spending 6e spending
6e to the 12 per year.
he's
Are
fucking
you mad,
spending
Andrew?
6e. How much do they spend on? What's their military budget? US.
Oh, it's probably in the billions, I would imagine. 648 billion US dollars.
So
That was
more,
very quick.
more on spending to give people £1,000 a month. Then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess that's good, but is it helpful? It's gonna help some people.
Yeah,
it will definitely help some people.
absolutely.
It's gonna keep the wolves away from the door. But
you can easily piss away £1,000 a month.
Oh yeah, easily. And what's Trump gonna fucking do with it? Like wipe his ass with it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like no use.
Well, he donates. He doesn't even take his president's salary.
No,
because why would he donates it?
Yeah,
because he doesn't need it. It's like an extra. The president makes how much does the president make?
Let's find out.
It's absurd. It's less than $100,000 a year.
It's a 5-figure sum.
President's salary.
Oh no, okay, so $400K a year,
and a $50,000 expense account.
So just under $500,000.
Right,
and he goes, I don't need this.
Yeah. So I mean, he doesn't.
No, and and 1,000.
Yeah. So if you make it, that's $400,000 that he doesn't need. $401,000 that he doesn't need.
Yeah.
$412,000 because per year, right? I mean, it doesn't
make sense, does it? It's almost like a nice sentiment.
Mm. I mean, it's going to help.
Yeah.
People at a certain level.
Mm.
It's going to be a nice bit of extra cash for probably middle class and up.
Yeah, I mean $1,000 a month for me, I'd be like, baller, I'm going to do. But I'd piss out the wall. I'd probably piss out the wall, or at least half of those. I'd be like, I've got an extra $1,000 that I didn't have before.
Yeah,
weekend warrior. Get the bottle service. I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just buy stupid shit I didn't need.
Well, imagine what would happen to. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, it would be a big issue. I think with an extra $1,000 a month, I want to say I'd be reasonable with it, but I probably wouldn't be reasonable with some of it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah. I'm just thinking that I'd like to be, but I probably wouldn't. I'd like to do good things with that, and maybe I would. I've just never been in a situation where someone goes, "Here's your extra £1,000 a month."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, with $1,000 a month, that would basically allow me to write full time without any worries.
Yeah.
To do with work. Yeah.
Right. So Finland was doing it.
Yeah.
How much are they paying to end basic income trial after 2 years?
Oh.
And that was in 2018. So maybe they're not doing it anymore.
But they were doing it.
Yeah.
It left people happier but jobless.
Okay. Well, let's find out about Finland's universal income, because this was something that really interested me. I remember I was in Budapest at the time, and it had just come in that Finland had done this, and there was a couple of we were on the boat party in Budapest, the classic boat party.
Yeah.
And there was a group of Finnish lads on a stag, and I was talking to one of them about it. In between them drinking their cheap champagne. So they got a monthly flat payment of half of what Andrew Yang is, well,
€560.
Yeah, $634.
Okay.
The aim was to see if a guaranteed safety net would help people find jobs and support them if they had to take insecure gig economy work, be that Uber or things like that.
Yeah.
While employment levels did not improve, participants said that they felt happier and less stressed. When it launched the pilot scheme back in 2017, Finland said that Finland became the first European country to test out the idea of an unconditional basic income. It was fun, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, this is the thing, though, but it didn't work. Or it didn't work in the way that they sort of wanted it to.
Yeah.
Which was to get people, working. So did it work? That depends what you mean by work.
Did it help unemployed people find jobs? No, not really. While some individuals found work, they were more likely to do so
They were no more likely to do so.
than a control group of people who weren't given the money.
Ah.
They are still trying to work out exactly why this is.
I know exactly why it is. Because there's no sense of urgency.
No.
There's no sense of, okay, I need to get off my arse and I need to do something.
Otherwise, I'm going to be fucking...
Yeah. Otherwise, I won't
destitute.
have a home. Otherwise, I can't eat.
Yeah, I'm going to be out on the street and relying on this winter night shelter to get me through the winter.
Yeah. Or like, I'm living at home and I have to get out because I'm not earning. Like, there's just no urgency. There's... Like, I'm like this. When it came to, like, back when I was at uni, when it came to, like, uni deadlines, I would never do it ahead of time, which is kind of dumb.
I didn't either.
No,
a lot of people do.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Because it's, as you're getting close, you're like, oh shit, I have to do this. That's when you do it.
Well, we as humans, generally, we like to fill up the allotted time. We go, we've got 3 months. All right. I'll wait for,
I'll wait
2.5 of them.
Yeah.
And then I'll, start working. That is generally how humans work. And then that's where you need to start giving yourself your own targets and things like that to put a bit of fake fire underneath you.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're sort of floating along, there's going to be no real need to get a job immediately, is there? Well, I've got my £560 this month. I've got a little bit from last month. I'm all right. I can pay my rent. I can eat. I'm fairly comfortable. I'm not destitute. Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I can just have a bit of a holiday while Finland does its its experiment. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I wonder, I mean, people... So here's the thing, like, people are happier, it says, right? But here's the issue. Happiness isn't a good thing. I mean, it is in a way, but it stops you doing what you need to do. I don't think it's happy. I don't think people were happier. I think they were more content. Content to be where they are.
I don't like that word. No,
the word content.
Yeah, because content feels higher than happiness to me.
Oh.
That feels like my life is enough.
Oh, okay. Let's swap those around then. People are happier.
It might not even be happier though, because it feels like a real baseline thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
What would you call that?
So I feel like it's a very baseline thing, isn't it? Because obviously, I think it's hard to be really happy with £500 a month.
Yeah,
like
sure.
if you work on it well and you're sort of doing it right, I think it's good. It's definitely going to affect you in certain ways. But if you're sort of, it's a very baseline thing, isn't it? Like, because you're a bit more than managing. Maybe people felt more comfortable, and people they bloody love comfort. People like comfort.
Yeah,
people were more comfortable, felt more comfortable while this was on, but didn't help anyone.
They felt safer.
That would then, and I think that would feed into why people got no jobs. We don't do things when we're comfortable, do we? I feel comfortable. No. Why on earth would I go outside and have a walk around today when I'm sitting in my pants eating crisps, watching the great big pottery showdown, which is fantastic show. They make pots, and it's a bit like Great British Bake Off, but they make pots. And the guy that's on there always gets really emotional and cries. And I'm like, about pottery, about the potters, the young potters. And I'm like, oh, he's getting moved, and it moves me as well. I'm like, this is a nice thing. In that moment, when I'm in my pants eating crisps, watching this man be moved at this lovely pottery thing that this person's made, I don't really feel like going upstairs and writing my book, or hitting up my network to get like a contract job. I would much rather finish my bag of crisps at the moment. This is like giving people a bag of crisps and setting them down in front of the TV for half an hour. Right. Isn't it? That's what I think. That's what it feels like to me.
Now, what I'm doing here, I'm looking for a quote. Looking for a Star Trek quote.
All right. bloody love Star Trek. If you need any life coaching, just watch Next Generation. Just do it.
All right, let's find the damn quote. So there's an episode where, okay, well you don't need it, right? You don't need the context. I'm just gonna
just lay it down.
I'm just gonna lay it down. So I need to find it. So it's about basically feeling. It's about this kind of.
Yeah.
Right. So he's talking about. So this is a character talking to someone about the person they thought they wanted to be, but as it turns out, and here's the quote.
Okay.
He drifted through much of his career with no plan or agenda, going from one assignment to the next, never seizing the opportunities that presented themselves. And no one ever offered him a command. He learned to play it safe, and he never ever got noticed by anyone. That's a good episode. Tapestry, it's called.
I think I've seen Tapestry. Yeah.
But it's true.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is...
There is no need, there is no urgency to do anything, is there?
Yeah.
If, like, a lot of people would strive for a comfortable life. Like, fine. Like, if I can be comfortable for the rest of my life, that sounds all right. That sounds okay. And I think you can easily stop that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Because then there is happiness, then there is being contented, then there is having a magnificent life. If I'm comfortable, fine, that looks like a lot of work.
Yeah.
I've got to put some trousers on and go outside.
Probably the two most the two times I've been most productive and most like, okay, I've got to get shit done. Have probably been at two of my lowest points in life.
Me too. Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, I've got to do something, otherwise, this is sort of it. And you make probably more. I don't know. Do you make considered decisions when you do that? Sometimes not. But you make decisions that... No, I think you do. I think you make quite considered decisions there.
I think it can be a bit of a double-edged sword being in sort of like mild peril in your life.
Oh, yeah, it can be.
Because you can act a bit too quickly. If you aren't measured in your thinking process, and you can make some fucking awful decisions.
Oh, sure.
Not even like, drink or use drugs or anything sort of like life destroying. You can just make some very poorly executed decisions in that. But also you can, that if that fire's under you and you sort of catch yourself and give yourself a beat, and you can really move forward in those moments, because there's no real place to go further down. So all you've got to do is look up and go, right, just make the first step, and we'll get higher and higher and higher. Yeah.
I mean, well, before I left the country the first time, I mean, like, I think it had been like a succession of bad decisions before that that I thought would make things better, but didn't at all.
Yeah.
And then
you're like, enough.
It's like, okay, well, let's do this thing.
Yeah.
That's gonna there's at least gonna be some kind of change. And it ended up being a good decision. And it was, yeah.
For the next 5 years?
Yeah. Well, and then later on down the line, it happened again. But the impetus of that was like, okay, well, let's look for a job in Japan, where I always wanted to go.
Let's leave this place and go somewhere else.
Yeah, let's become more employable by getting another thing.
Yeah, the Celtic. Yeah.
And go somewhere I've always wanted to go. And it was good.
Fantastic place. Again.
Indeed.
Yeah. Oh, I think Matt's about to cough.
I may be about to sneeze, and I've moved further away from the mic.
So apparently, number 8 on BBC, sexually transmitted infections, UK's sexual health not in good shape.
It didn't happen. It's fine. 2
leading sexual health charities are calling on the government to invest in more sexual health clinics and sex education in the UK. Will that save people, though, Matt?
Invest more in sexual health clinics and sex education in the UK. It'll help some people.
There is a new STI diagnosis in England every 70 seconds.
Okay.
Maybe we should join the Flirty 30 club.
Yeah, let's get out of the
Actually,
Dirty 30 club.
Half of all new ones are in people under 25. We're too old, motherfuckers!
Yay!
We're too old and decrepit for you!
Gonorrhea cases up by 249%.
Now they've got the super gonorrhea, haven't they? It's like antibiotic resistance.
Super gonorrhea?
Yeah, super gonorrhea, Matt. Don't be sticking your dick in the gonorrhea ink, because you might not be able to cure that and then we'll all die.
Don't stick your dick in any ink. That seems like a terrible idea.
What about like squid ink? Because you can use that as like a dressing. It could be like maybe a sexy thing that you do for like a foodie, you know.
Suck the squid ink off it. Oh, that's awful.
Goodness me.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Oh God, yeah, we're gonna get in trouble again, aren't we?
You won't. It's fine.
Sorry. Sorry, Matt's dad. Don't be afraid of an STI checkup. We don't need to look at this anymore. We're not talking about STIs. We're talking about saving people.
Yeah,
maybe it will save people, though. I don't know.
No, I mean, it'll help some people. I mean, like,
that's an interesting thing, though, because it said STI clinics and sex education. Mm-hmm. Now, I remember my sex education being fucking abysmal, like awful. Yeah, it just wasn't that good. You know? No,
I don't know what ours was supposed to really. No, it was awful. No, it was bad. Yeah, it was
all
really
I
bad.
remember, there's like, we did a few videos, right? And there was this one video where like these people had sex, and this guy comes out, fucking massive like bush around his cock and balls, and like goes off to, I imagine, the toilet on the landing, and his dick's flailing around, and I'm like, okay. And then the woman comes out as well, again, full bush. I'm thinking, what am I learning?
Were you watching porn?
Well, no, because there was no sex. There was just, and then I believe we learned about the testes and the scrotum and all of these things. Like they'd come out, and then we just go through that. And I'm like, what am I learning? It's the one thing and then I remember about childbirth.
Did that teacher get arrested?
Don't know.
Well, I mean, I remember they were like, this is how you're gonna start changing, so don't freak out.
I don't even fucking remember that. I just remember a cock and balls.
I remember there being like a
in a heavily dated video.
Early CGI representation of what happens, like the mechanics of it.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you're just kind of telling people how to do it.
Hmm.
Which is probably why we had a really high teenage pregnancy rate.
Ours was the highest in the country for 2 years running at one point.
Yeah.
Sort it out. Maybe they've sorted it out now. I don't know.
They might have. Who knows? But I mean, it's just. It didn't really. It was weird.
But what I was segueing into is perhaps education can save people.
Sure.
Forearmed is forewarned. Forearmed is forewarned. Is that the thing? I don't know.
Yes, I think so.
Knowledge is power. That's another one. Can we save people through teaching them? But again, the agency comes into it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You save yourselves, right?
Mm.
Can we save everyone? Definitely not.
No, I mean...
From what? You know?
What does it mean to save people?
Well, yeah. The first place that I go to is from us dying out.
Okay.
So we're going into the end of the world scenarios, Matt.
Okay.
That's where we're going. And
I think there's a deeper thing than that. That's more literal than...
Yeah. All I was going to say is we're probably already fucked. I remember going to a talk where they said that antibiotic resistance is already too late, and they're just probably not going to work in about 5 years, so we're too far gone. So we'll probably all die of super gonorrhea or super coronavirus.
Well,
but until then,
I mean, what will probably happen is there'll be a cycle of disease that will kill probably a few people, and then we'll work out a way to fix it.
But if it's that antimicrobial resistance, we're deaded.
Well, the thing is, like, humanity is very, very resilient. I mean, like, we've survived a number of extinction level events, including disease. So, I mean, there's a chance. I mean, we could obviously, but I mean, I was thinking more like on a. Can we save people on a becoming a? I don't know. On becoming like a better person kind of level.
The first place my mind goes to is like religion. Religion tries to, well, it's sort of geared towards that, isn't it? To try and save people from themselves and trying to be better people. But there is a whole lot of sort of negativity wrapped up in that. A lot of power games and a lot of
I suppose.
Abuse of power
and conflicting.
Like yeah. And all that war.
True.
A lot of war.
Because that's come from conflicting ideas.
Yeah. A lot of wars they did.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
And still do.
And still do, right up until, well, it was only the other day with the Streatham attack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's the divide in, I mean, there was the divide in Christianity that was very violent. There still is, pretty violent, like up in Glasgow and in Ireland.
Yeah, Catholics and Protestants,
Yeah. And obviously, Protestants used to burn Catholics at the stake. You got Sunni and Shia in Islam that are at sort of at odds. I don't know how.
Yeah. Then you got the Rohingya Muslims.
Yes. Yeah.
Who are getting like genocided.
Yeah.
You got the other lot getting genocided in China.
Yeah. Well, put into re-education camps. Yeah.
In quotation
camps.
In quotation marks, you naughty communists.
Yeah. So, there's all sorts going on with that. I don't know even if I mean on a religious level.
No,
can we say
that was just the first place that I went to. From it seems like that's what it was sort of built to do, but it just hasn't. Yeah, really. Yeah, especially as we are in our country anyway, going more secular. Yeah. So it's not working here. Which is pretty much everywhere else is going more religious, which is interesting.
Well, the thing about becoming more secular is that it just leads to a big rise in like nihilism, as well as. I mean, it's good in a way. It's good to not be a slave to dogma, but at the same time, it's not good to kind of leave all that and just like throw it away, and like throw away all of the stuff all of this sort of ideas that are sort of been ingrained.
The good bits as well.
Yeah, I mean, at its heart, like, I mean, if you're taking it from an atheistic point of view, religions form because someone has a set of ideas that seem to be virtuous and they seem to work, and people go, that's a really good idea, and they say, hey Lee, come over to this guy because he's saying some interesting stuff. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I found out the other day,
and then more people will. I
was reading a book, and a lot of like Christianity apparently comes from like an Epicurean sort of philosophical ideal. Like a lot of what he said is just basically just written up into it. They're like, this dude's got some good ideas. Let's put them in a book and put a God in there, and hopefully people will be all right. And then someone went, let's tell them that they're going to die as well, though, and then we'll get some power.
Well, like that, the sort of idea of the meta idea there is it tracks across time to superheroes now. Right? You have the hero that's the figure that stands for certain virtues and ideals, and becomes almost a deity.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where we get the hero's journey from that kind of thing.
Yeah. He's off again. But can we save everyone in a moral sense?
Because here's the thing: like, can we save anyone? We were talking about something different from can we save everyone? Can we save anyone? We were talking about just improving your life. But on So can we save everyone?
Whole different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the answer to can we save anyone, you said immediately was no.
Yeah.
So can we save everyone?
Definitely no. More no.
More no.
Yeah. But yeah, it depends on what, doesn't it? So from what?
Exactly. Save them from themselves?
No.
No, that's tricky.
Yeah, we are our own worst enemy. So that ain't gonna work. And then it boils back down to everyone having the same, like, their agency in place and not wanting to. I mean, there's a whole host of reasons why you can't save anyone. So you're gonna have to do that for 7 billion people.
Well, I don't necessarily buy that you can't save anyone.
Well, you can't if they're not in the right place to. If they're game for it, then absolutely you can. But I think I don't think the saving is going to come from you necessarily. A lot of it's going to come from them. So we can't. They can be saved, just not by someone else. You know.
So it's a case of empowering people to save themselves.
Be the change you want to see and hope someone follows.
Sure.
You know.
Yeah.
If one person follows, then yes, you can. Well, you can be an aspect of what has saved them. Yeah. But save everyone? No.
Depends from people are too different.
Depends from what. Like if it's a more like obvious threat. So let's say, like, take corona. Can we save people from coronavirus? Yes, if we can, kill it or provide a vaccine, or treat it in some way. Yes, if there's like a knowable threat. If you put this into a fiction, if there was the big bad, if there's a big bad thing, can we save them from that? Yeah. A knowable, tangible threat. Yes, we can. But there's a lot of ways in which everyone can need saving. Sure, isn't there? And one of them being from themselves. We all need to be saved from ourselves at times. Some more than others. And generally, no, I don't think you can, because that then comes down to the individual. A lot having that agency, having the information and a whole range of things to be able to save them. And they need to want that help. And then, again, as I said before, I don't think I can save anyone. They're going to save themselves. I can put things in place. I'll just be a cheerleader. In that saving thing. Okay.
So let's rephrase. Let's bring a third question in there.
Okay.
So can we support people to save themselves?
Yes. Again, only if they want to be helped, though. We can put, as I said about the example with my mentor. He put every ounce of support that he could in place, every aspect that he could, and this guy was still like, I really like heroin, or he thought he liked heroin. I prefer heroin to the life that you're suggesting that I can have. Was the unconscious thought that was going through his mind. I would imagine.
Well, that's the other issue that comes with my homeless village idea, is that there's the drug addiction problem. Now, there would be no drugs there. There would need to be doctors there to help with the withdrawal.
Yeah.
And you've got to do that not with heroin. Or with ideally not with opioids. Because opioids are fucking horrible.
They are nasty things, aren't they? They're having a huge crisis in the US for a few years now.
Yes.
The opioid crisis.
Yeah.
And I imagine there's some amount
of SSRIs and things like that.
What's that?
That's like ADHD meds and things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Which is
the focus ones.
It's criminal what they do with that.
Right.
Like they're particularly with like young boys, they're like overdiagnosing young boys with ADHD and putting them on meds.
Right.
Which is part of the reason why you get school shooters.
Right.
Because like SSRIs fuck with your brain chemistry. They fuck with your brain hard.
Oh no, SSRIs. No, I know this because I use them a lot in like antidepressants.
Yes.
Like sertraline is an SSRI. I remember, like, I was feeling a bit down once, and people were like, the doctor was like, "Do you want some antidepressants?" And he gave me like the script for it, and I had to talk to like a counselor friend of mine. I was like, is this like okay?
Yeah.
Like, is this okay to? Oh, I don't think I need it. And I'd had antidepressants before. And they fucking they wanged me out. I was just fucking numb. And these were a different one. I'm like, are these okay? And she was like, yeah, that's an SSRI. I'd only take those if you're like suicidal. I'm like, not suicidal. Won't take him. Script went in the bin. See ya. Right. So now, yes, it is now click. SSRIs are fucking janky as fuck.
Unless you're suicidal.
Yeah. Then they are good. But if you're, a little bit unfocused or a little bit sad, then other methods may be available to you to sort that shit out. Right. Didn't know they were getting overprescribed as well. Well, obviously, they're going a little bit sad. They go, do you want this pill? Not really, no.
Well, doing it with ADHD is even more.
That's bonkers.
Even more like pervasive.
Yeah, because that's a serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It's maybe a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. SSRI. Selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. Yeah. Yeah. So for major depressive disorders, anxiety disorder. So it deals with your serotonin, your happy one.
Right.
Yeah. Very, very interesting that they are doing it. Because look, see results about antidepressant. That's the first one.
Right. Now, like, usually what happens with these kids, right, is they're put on ADHD meds, which screw with your brain, which make you depressed.
Yeah.
And then you get put on SSRIs. And it's just a complete chemical, it's chemical chaos in your brain.
Yeah. So SSRIs can be used to treat other conditions such as premature ejaculation, premenstrual syndrome, fibromyalgia, and irritable bowel syndrome. So apparently they can be used for all different things.
Right.
Yeah. Thought to have a good influence on mood, emotion, and sleep.
Yeah.
If that's all balanced out, you're in a good place.
Right.
You've got good serotonin, you're good.
Yeah. But I mean, you put the problem is there's evidence. It's hard evidence that it's overdiagnosed. But because of how the healthcare system works in the US and how much political power
and how much money
the drug industry has
fucking in it,
Yeah.
Like they all go to like the fucking like the conferences, don't they? The drug conferences. All the doctors get to go and they get all these fucking goodie bags and they're like, yeah, I will prescribe SSRIs if you.
Yeah. So I looked this up because I was I looked this up after one of the shootings in the US, one of the mass shootings. I think it was Parkland, and I was like, I want to actually see what the hell's going on. I want to puzzle this over because this keeps happening. I want to puzzle it over and see what's happening.
And that was the one that I was on Salapram, so that was an SSRI as well, and I was a bit depressed.
Yeah.
So again, shouldn't really have been taken at that point. Obviously, don't listen to me. Talk to a doctor, and then maybe other people that you know that aren't perhaps getting buns off medical companies.
Right.
But that was the other one.
Yeah. So I was looking this up, and I was like, the main thing that was going on at the time, there was a big anti-NRA thing going on there.
Right.
Because people were talking about how much political power the NRA had and how much funding they were getting.
Which, granted, they also have a lot.
They have a lot, but it is a drop in the ocean
compared to all
the the pharmaceutical industry.
Okay.
Like it's the only reason why they hit them hard is because they mainly donate to the Republican Party. In fact, almost unilaterally, they donated like a couple of grand to a Democratic person in the House.
Otherwise,
and mostly it's to Republican candidates.
To Republicans, right?
Yeah, because they're big on the Constitution, Second Amendment.
Yeah, but they ain't going to take away our guns.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Big Pharma donates billions to both parties.
Yeah.
So so no one's ever going to call them out.
No,
because they're just
making it rain.
Too much money, making it rain
over everyone, and
that's making it rain.
It did. I like that.
Yeah.
Once we get that mic, that's going to be crisp and basic.
Oh yeah.
Imagine if that would be basic, just you rubbing like whoa. We're making our own like fucking trap tracks. Nice. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. So that's another barrier in the way
Mm.
of saving anyone
Mm.
and everyone. I mean,
Yeah, corruption is a big deal
yeah,
in saving people
yeah,
because people don't want. A lot of these people don't want you to be saved.
yeah.
Big Pharma don't want you to be saved.
No.
They just want you to fucking eat the pills.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
NRA want you to be saved in some aspects, I guess, you know, with
Well,
self-defense and things like that. But they
yeah.
would rather just fucking let us keep our guns.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that's the main thing.
Just let me keep my fucking guns.
Yeah, yeah.
Have some money, I don't care. But keep my fucking guns.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much.
Yeah.
It's
rather than you know it being all safe and things like that. You know,
America has more guns than they have people.
that's nutty, isn't it?
It's nutty.
The only
But
other
their gun crime is nowhere near the top.
no. Is that
Which
per
is-
capita or
That's proportionally.
right? Okay.
Hang on, wait. What did I look up? I can't remember what I looked up now. I think I looked up hard numbers and proportionally by
Right.
population,
Okay.
and they're nowhere near.
Even just the amounts.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard
I
number
think.
gun crime. Let's have a look at hard numbers gun crime because if we look at per capita, there's a fucking load of people there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Um,
proportionally, they were down. I think Honduras was the top.
Which has got like 2 people that live there and they have jewels every day.
But yeah, I mean, I believe the US.
Gun crime stats. Come on. I don't just want the US. List of countries by firearm-related death rates. Okay.
Well, hey,
Argentina, right at the top.
this is in alphabetical order,
Oh.
and you can do it by.
Let's do it by homicide.
By homicide. Oh, wait, hang on. Do it by go reverse order for a second there. So Hong Kong is
0.
0.
as is Iceland, Japan, and Luxembourg.
Yeah,
Singapore killed half a person.
killed. So, yeah.
Well, no, like 1/20th of a person
Mm-hmm. Right.
per 100,000 population.
100,000. Yeah.
Right. Can you just fucking tell me how many?
So go from the top.
Honduras.
Okay. So Honduras is top. US is
Not on the first bit.
not on the first bit. They're there.
Right.
So they are.
So 4.46 to 66.64. How many fucking people live in Honduras?
That's a good question.
9 million.
9 million. Okay.
There are 9 million people in Honduras,
Mhm.
and homicide, right, firearm-related death rate per 100,000 population per year.
So 9 million. So that would be. Hang on. What are we multiplying that by 90 or by 900? I can't remember how maths works. 90, right?
I think so.
So 66.
So total is 60 in 2015
Right. But this
per
is on.
100,000.
This must be the average. So 66.64 multiplied by 90 gives us a total of 5,000. Nearly 6,000.
Okay.
5,997, so nearly 6.
Okay.
Which is significantly less than in the US. To
Yeah.
be fair.
Interesting though, their suicide rate looks a lot higher. It's the highest.
Oh no, that makes sense because there's more guns than there are people.
There are 120.5 guns per 100 inhabitants
That's absurd.
in the US.
They've got to be the highest.
Then followed by Serbia, which has 37 per 100.
Mm-hmm. And Cyprus, weirdly enough.
Yeah, 36. Canada has quite a few.
What about unintentional? Who's the clumsiest?
Venezuela,
Venezuela.
22 per 100,000.
Mm-hmm.
Which then, look, Very bizarre. So 22.34 per 100,000, and the next one is 2 in Uruguay. Are the cops just going around going, "It was an accident. Don't ask any more questions"?
Yeah. Oh, we didn't mean to shoot this guy in the head.
Mm.
Yeah.
A lot
Possibly.
of undetermined as well.
Yes, well.
The highest in undetermined by a long shot as well.
Venezuela's a mess.
It is a mess, isn't it?
So that's kind of...
Everyone's just like, I don't want to... Look, we've got too much to do.
Yeah.
He's been shot. Okay, he's dead. Move on. Very, very interesting. Honduras, Tom. Very interesting.
Now, I imagine that the US... I mean, it's certainly going to be more than 6,000. But then population-wise, you're looking at 9 million to about 350 million. So there is a difference there.
How do we get onto guns?
I can't remember.
We were talking about the NRA, weren't we?
We were talking about the NRA.
That's why.
And then Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, I don't know, man. Can we... Nah.
Can't save them.
All right.
No, too much work.
But then the third question, yes.
Can we put things in place?
Yeah.
As long as they're willing for it. Yeah, absolutely. Support can be put in place. Because it seems like we're doing more and more and more now. Even though the world looks bleak, everyone, there are nice things that are happening.
Yeah.
You know?
If the world looks bleak, you should get off the internet.
Yeah. Like, for example, we've talked about drugs a lot. This podcast. But now there are pharmaceutical therapies that you can do now to treat mental illness through them. So MDMA is great. For one, is great for couples counselling because everyone's just like, big love, just fucking love everyone, and then they can talk because you can talk through your problems with MDMA. And so if I said, "You're a bit of a nasty bastard, Matt," if I said that and meant it now, I imagine you'd be hurt. If I said that, if we were tripping on Molly, you're like, I get it, you know, and then you sort of understand why you were a nasty. When you go through the reasons, and then after you've come down from it, they've noticed that there's no ill feeling from what has been said. Going, hang on, they said there was a nasty bastard because it's already been processed. So it's good for couples counselling.
Okay.
Good for PTSD as well, I think. Or that might be mushrooms. Magic mushrooms, though, as well, being used as a therapeutic tool in depression and PTSD and things like that.
Okay.
Wasn't being used, ages ago. There's lots of different things happening. There are new tools coming out all of the time to help people. People just need to want to be helped.
Indeed.
There we are. All up to you guys again. Sorry. No magic bullet this time. It's up to you. Personal responsibility. If you want to be helped, be ready to be helped. And I'll help the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
There we are.
All right.
Final words from you?
No. Do it.
Don't
let your dreams be dreams.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Ooh. You should have slowed that down. You should have said that slow like you did with the dog voice. Don't let your dreams be dreams. There we are. Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Thanks, Doc.
Yep. So enjoy yourselves. Go over to Tangentlemen because we spoke about them earlier.
We did.
Listen to the other stuff that we do, and then soon enough we'll be on Anchor, and we can be in your ear holes instead of in your eye holes.
And we hopefully will be on Tangentlemen.
And there as well.
Yeah.
I reckon Will will be like, who are you? It's been fucking months. What have you been doing? We've been drinking. Sorry, Will.
We've been drinking and not buying a mic.
That's what we've been doing. We've just been spending.
But now we've done it.
We've been spending all of our money on alcohol. We haven't been helping ourselves, have we?
No. But now
we're ready to help ourselves.
We're ready to help ourselves.
Are you? Question mark.
Yeah.
Who knows? Anyway, love you lots. See you later.